injuries in the game. McFadden's got a hamstring, and Marcel Reese injured his knee in the game. The extent of what those injuries are, I don't really know right now, but we'll find that out later. And then obviously I'm sure there's the normal bumps and bruises, but those were the guys that weren't able to finish the game. That game, I told players in the locker room, that one hurt. Okay, that one stung. I thought the way that we were able to start out the game, block a punt, get to 14-0, when we had all the momentum, and then we let them back in the game. You got to give them credit; they continue to fight and compete, but we didn't do enough, to win the football game. I thought our defense and special teams, I thought they held their own. I thought they did some good things. Like I mentioned, the block punt for a touchdown, the fake punt that got us another first down. I thought our special teams went out and executed. I thought our defense, applied pressure to their offense for the whole game. We just, after completing the long pass down there and being able to get a touchdown there in the first quarter on offense, we just couldn't get anything else going. Obviously losing McFadden and Marcel, that hurt, but we've got to find a way to get some more offense going. So with that, I'll open it up to questions.
Dennis, when and how was the decision made on Pryor? Was it last night?
It was last night. Yeah. We actually we were at a point where we were ready to go with Terrell. We visited with him one more time with the doctors, and we just didn't feel good about letting him play. It just wasn't the right thing to do, and we wanted to make sure that we did right by him. And I think obviously with all the emphasis that's put on head injuries or brain injuries, we wanted to exercise extreme caution in that situation, and that's what we did. And so I think we did the right thing by Terrell Pryor and not playing him in this game.
Do you think he would be playing next week then?
I'm very hopeful. I mean, we were at the point where we were just about ready to say he's got it, but we just didn't feel comfortable going ahead and letting him play.
So Dennis, was last night all the time that you decided he would not be active for the game?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he was either going to be a starter or he wasn't going to be active. I mean, either you can play or you can't play. So that was never really even an issue or a question. It was whether or not this kid could play, and we just didn't feel right playing him.
How do you assess the performance? We had a hard time with the
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I don't think he saw the field very good today. I think he was obviously part of some of the sacks that we gave up in the game. It was a tough situation for him to go into, and obviously with the loss of McFadden and Reese, that didn't help him out any. But we offensively we didn't get it done, and that's really the bottom line.
Were you thought about McGloin at any time?
Not really. I just didn't feel like that was. I didn't feel like that was the better option. I think Matt Flynn was our best option to give us a chance, and we didn't play well enough.
You say you didn't see the field really well. Are you also concerned about maybe some of his pocket presence tonight?
Yeah, well, really, it's being able to see the field, and when I'm talking about seeing coverage, and being able to deliver the ball. So I mean, it's partly some of those sacks are partly on him and partly on protection. I mean, everybody's involved in that, but that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So did Pryor regress when you saw him last night, or were you looking for more improvement from him?
I just didn't want to have any doubt in my mind at all. Okay, that this kid was 100%, and after visiting with the doctors, there was doubt in my mind, and I wasn't going to put him in harm's way.
Coach, why did you kick a field goal on 4th and 1?
It was 4th and inches. Okay, it was 4th and inches. All right, and we got to be able to make inches. We hadn't been moving the ball up and down the field, and to get a chance to be down there where you're in scoring position, you can possibly get a touchdown. We got to make inches.
Coach, in the second half, you had to burn a timeout because their hurry-up offense, you guys weren't ready for subbing. Were they doing something that surprised you?
No, they didn't do anything at all that surprised us. They were a different personnel grouping than what we anticipated, but you know, I wanted to make sure we had the right defensive personnel on the field so that we could go and put ourselves in the best defensive call. So they stayed with 12 personnel. I wanted to get nickel out there, and I didn't want to get caught in a sub situation. So that is one of the things that happens when teams go hurry up. They try not to allow you to sub. So
Touchdown across something. Does TJ need to get up there and change?
he needs to get tighter. Yeah, he needs to get tighter. So that's another one of those learning experiences for him.
Coach, what did you see? Coach, what did you see from Jennings after the game?
I thought he went in there and ran the ball hard. You know, I thought he did it. I thought he did an admirable job of filling in for McFadden. And you know, again, I'll go back and look at the tape and see exactly how well he did. But I thought he ran the ball hard.
Yes, the game.
What I know he really does because they're in the rain. If they don't pick and run it back for a touchdown, that's a huge change.
Yeah, well, there's no question. I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. I mean, we had the momentum in the game, and then they were able to kind of snatch it from us a little bit. So yeah, that was a huge play in the game.
Dennis, with the block punt, you had pretty good pressure on a couple other punts too. Did you see some things on film leading into the game?
Yeah, we felt like that we could get some pressure on him and potentially block a punt. And if we weren't able to get there and block it, we felt like we could force a bad punt. You know, we felt like with the get off time that we had a chance to get there.
Dennis, what ways does losing Darren change your offense?
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, from a run game standpoint, he's kind of, you know, got the ability to hit the home run ball. You know, and so, you know, I think our other runners are you know, a little bit more maybe physical type of runners, whereas Darren's got a little bit more burst to break off the long run. But you know, if we have to be without Darren for any time, you know, I feel confident that both Jeremy Stewart and Rashad Jennings can handle the load.
Because you're used to becoming a Wildcat, does that sort of squeeze your playbook a little bit?
No, I don't think so.
Any other guys do that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to be a. You know, we only ran 2 or 3 plays on the Wildcat, so I mean, it's not a major part of what we do. But
You said the scheme generally stays the same prior to later, later prior. Is the offense different? Obviously, when you have either one of those guys.
well, yeah, they're 2 totally different types of quarterbacks. I mean, you know, obviously the zone lead runs that we're able to run with Pryor, I think, opens up some seams inside for the running backs. They got to account for both the runner and the quarterback. You know, I think Pryor's ability to move around and create some things with his feet. I mean, I think you know, it's even though the plays are, you know, not always too much different, the dynamic of how the offense works, I think, is different.
Your fan was out. You factoring out of it. Did it get worse at that point, or was?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what it was. I know that they said he had a hamstring, and you know, that was pretty much it.
Given this performance in the summer season, could LeMoyne get a look maybe because of what we see from Lynn?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's 15 minutes after the game, so listen, that didn't play well, and we got to move on. We got to get better from that. So hopefully we'll be ready to go for
A lot of
San
talk
Diego.
about that's arm strength in training camp. Was the arm strength bad?
I don't think that was an issue at all in the game today.
Coach Moore, C.O. Moore, and Lamar Houston both lined up off sides, and they were kind of backbreaker plays. Did you
Yes, huge plays. You know, huge plays. The one offsides was a takeaway, where we're going to have the ball in scoring position. We can't do that. All right, it's unacceptable. We got to get it fixed. Too many pre-snap penalties. All right, we got to get that fixed.
The pick 6 by Emerson, I don't know how well you saw it, but is that a play that you think Matt might have telegraphed?
Yeah, I'd have to look at the tape and see. I mean, you know, I looked up and saw the guy slide in front and, you know, make the play, but I'm not sure exactly what happened on the play.
We based the first quarter part of the season at 1-3, McFadden or Reese for priority of the play. How do you keep, get stay on course, so to speak, where you guys have been approaching?
Well, hey, listen, we've faced adversity, and we're going to continue to battle. We're going to continue to fight, all right? Because that's what we do. That's what you do in the NFL. That's what a pro football team is supposed to do. We got to be able to overcome adversity. We got to be able to deal with injuries, and we need guys that get an opportunity to come in and step up.
We talk about the mistakes that Flynn has made in the game today, but did you think any of the onus goes on the play calling and not being in the right position to make the play?
No, I mean, listen, I think you know, now we're trying to nitpick and trying to find some things. Listen, we didn't play well, we didn't move the ball well enough, all right. But no, I got no challenge with the play calling.
It was a 52-yarder off the dirt, but I know there was a miss by Jimmy Gussie. Is he telling you that anything's going on systematically?
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, we got to get more comfortable still with that duo. You know, and again, it's a 52-yarder off the dirt. But yeah, I mean, anytime he misses, it's a concern. So we got to continue to look at that and see what we can do to fix that.
Any more, guys? Thank you.
Thank you.